fell into careers to a large extent. I needed to work. I was a sole parent of 2 children. I had no qualifications, but I needed to earn money. So I started to work. But I actually became the chief executive of the National Women's Council back in the 80s. Back in the 80s, there were no entitlements for unmarried mothers, for widows, for deserted wives, for prisoners' wives, all those kind of things. And I realised that if we wanted to make change, we were going to have to do something. And so I started to study family law and things like that at night when I could. And so I ended up running the National Women's Council. So we were lobbying government for change. And it was the beginning of 1995. And I said, I know, I'm really good at organising events. Would somebody pay me to organise events? So I set up a company called Clara Clark Event Management. And I got business cards printed. And I had no idea if anybody would want it. But I started to tell people that's what I was doing. And people remembered that in my previous lives, I had been efficient and helpful and got the job done. And so they started to refer me for jobs. And suddenly I started to build this very effective event management business. I ran it from home on my own because I had made a conscious decision that I did not want to go out to work anymore, as in leave the house. We had a small child. My husband, I'd married again, and my husband and I had a small child. And I didn't want to be commuting, and I didn't want staff. So I just said, okay, I'm going to take on what I can do and do it. And that's what I did. And I've done that for 23 years, happily, well paid, great fun, but it's huge responsibility. And I also manage another national project, which is planting 1,000 redwood trees in Birr, County Offaly, and it's called Giants Grove. And people are sponsoring the trees at €500 a tree. And I am the chair of that project as well. So there's a lot going on, but I like the diversity of what I do, and I bring the skills that I've learned over the years to each of those jobs. I describe it as a toolkit. And when I'm mentoring people, I say what you do is you put all the skills that you've learned at each job, at each time in your life, at college and work and hobbies and everything else, into your toolkit. You take that toolkit with you through life. You never know when those skills are going to come in useful. No, but you've got them in the toolkit. I think legacy is really important. I want things that will be there, that will continue on. And Cycling with an Age and Giants Grove, the trees, are 2 things that will be there after me. People will be riding trishaws when I'm gone. The trees will live for 2,000 years.